Hey guys, what's going on? This is Jay from the JCast podcast coming at you with another video. Well, it's official. The Supreme Court Justice ruled against TikTok, basically saying you either got to sell or you got to shut down, but you cannot operate in the United States of America anymore. A lot of people are upset about this. A lot of the TikTok influencers are upset about this. Nobody's more upset about this, of course, than the CCP and the people, obviously who work at TikTok and stateside. Now, a lot of people are kind of curious as, oh, why are they banning TikTok? It's not fair. And then one of the main arguments you hear is there's a lot of possible, it's a national security threat. Basically saying when you install the app on your phone, they could also collect data from other apps or from your microphone or anything like that. And because TikTok is a Chinese company, they might have low key rules stating like, hey, look, you give us data from the United States every so often. And of course, TikTok being a CCP company or Chinese company is going to be loyal to their government. So the national security angle, and I say angle because I believe there's other angles at play here, but the national security angle, in my opinion, is enough justification to shut down TikTok. The other angle that they were talking about is just basically the competition. TikTok is a very popular app, okay? And because TikTok is a very popular app in the social media space, it's basically giving hardcore competition to the likes of Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all those companies. Why do you think that it was a sell or ban thing and not an outright ban, right? Because they wanna absorb an additional social media technology or software. So I wouldn't be surprised, and this is what I believe was a big contribution to it. Big tech on the state side, United States big tech, to be precise, basically probably pressured Congress and said, "Hey, listen, you got to get these people out of here. They're taking our data mining. They're doing data mining that we could be having. They are collecting data that we can be collecting. They're doing all these things, and a lot of people like they're hemorrhaging. We're hemorrhaging traffic. We're hemorrhaging users and attention spans and use time, and TikTok is picking all that stuff up, and we need them out of here, or you need to make it so that one of us can buy it, right? I think that's what it was. I think it was a competition where the United States spoke to the government, and the government is going to side with the United States companies as they should. And not to mention, the algorithm that gets pushed to our children versus their children, undermining our kids' development. That which is a big thing. And lastly, its narrative. TikTok kind of circumnavigates, like all social media companies do. TikTok circumnavigates legacy media, but it also circumnavigates United States social media. And that's important to understand because United States social media, okay, basically is controlled by the government in a sense that they'll tell Zuckerberg or Elon Musk or whoever, hey, this story does not get pushed. The algorithm has to stifle it. Okay, if you don't do that, we're gonna start breaking you up or whatever the case is. TikTok is not beholden to that. TikTok doesn't have to listen to the United States government to suppress stories. TikTok can just, go ahead. The more stories that are crazier on the United States side that can cause division among the people, the better. A perfect example of that is Hamas and Israel war after the October 7th attack, where the narrative was Israel's fighting, it's defending itself, it's under attack. And of course, that's what happened on October 7th. But then a lot of these videos started coming out through TikTok of some of the atrocities that were occurring on both sides. It wasn't just a one-sided atrocity. It was atrocities that were occurring on both sides. And the fact that Facebook can kind of suppress the algorithm, and IG can suppress the algorithm, and Twitter can possibly suppress the algorithm if they wanted to, if the United States wanted to, and TikTok could not, because Israel and the IDF really has a big control of the United States government. They can tell the United States government, like, hey, get this stifled. The United States government downstream tells the social media companies, stifle this. They couldn't do that with TikTok. So now TikTok was just running wild, messing up the narrative of a whole bunch of these other companies, or of a whole bunch of these stories, giving people a different perspective that people might not have wanted them to have. right? So yeah, TikTok wasn't gonna fly for much longer. At the end of the day, it made too many enemies in the United States. It made too many enemies on the realm of competition. It made too many enemies on the realm of national defense in terms of data collection. It made too many enemies on people who want to shift narratives a specific way, and as a result, it's basically you're basically in your opponent's home court trying to operate against your opponent. It wasn't gonna fly. It wasn't gonna fly for much longer. So I'm not surprised that they banned it. I'm curious to see if anything would change. I'm curious to see if they're gonna strike a deal. They'll probably say something along the lines of, "Look, we won't ban you, but you got to come into the fold. You got to play ball. If we tell you to suppress this, you got to suppress this. If we tell you to like not put the story out there, things like that. Essentially doing what Twitter and Facebook and Instagram does. What will they say they're not going to do anymore? But you got to play ball if you want to be part of this. So let's see what happens. Let me know on the comment section below, guys. Like, share, subscribe. I look forward to hearing some of your comments.